All right, let's do another Zordle on Friday the 13th. So if you're not familiar with Zordle, this is like two Wordles on the same grid. We're guessing two words. I have hard mode turned on, so the starting word is grayed out. Let's go chomp and fudgy. Okay, well there is an E, there is an O. I'm gonna do the follow up with yeah, I'm gonna do new letters. Stare. Okay. So we've got a lot of stuff, but it's all yellows, which is not great. So I'm thinking TR. I just want to do new places for the letters at this point. TREA. We could do treat. It's not terrible. We do have the yellow T, so this will help us locate the T. Let's go for it. Okay, so there's a T at the end. Ooh, and there's only the one T. We know that. We know that from treat, but Betty. What are we gonna do here? So, all right, let's try some more new spots for letters. We've got the R and the A and the G and the O and the S. That's not a word, but I'm just getting the letters that I want to find places for. Something like that, but with we could also do some new letters potentially. We could do something like wagon isn't terrible. It doesn't find the R and the S, but that's pretty good. Checks two new letters. Okay. Well, the W. I mean, I would say wheat, but the A can't be fourth, and there's no H, so it's not WR. Man, so we have A and we have E and we have O. We have O. Okay, A, E, and O. Those are the vowels. It's not an EA. We can't really do an OA either. The A is either first or last. Now that's interesting. Because the O is probably second at this point. Not necessarily, unless it's also first to last. Probably second, but if you do A, it's not going to be AO. So I'm kind of leaning towards this. Like, gonna. Betty, what is this? I don't know what that form of Betty is other than like as a name. If we did gonna, that would be interesting. Then we'd have WERT. And oh, and the S, the WS, yeah, WSERT. So that's not gonna work. So there's definitely an A at the beginning or the end. So the A and the W are probably in different ones. ENT would be good. But then I don't know what we would do with that. EST is pretty good too. EST is good. But if we do that, you know, we found 9 letters already. And unless one of them is a repeat, there's one more letter, but we can only have at most one more letter. The L, I feel like the L would be a good one to try somewhere. I'm wondering if there's something we could do. I'm not coming up with good words yet to try and guess the answer, but I'm wondering if we can just do new spots for a bunch of these letters. You know what could be good? Oh, but that doesn't work. I was gonna say is end with an NG, but we can't do the A, E, or O third. And you gotta have a vowel before the NG. So that doesn't work. You can't do EA, and you can't do OA. All right, let's try something AGR. How about that? AGR. But the O. Nice to do the O. Maybe not the A. Maybe we shouldn't do the A because we know the A is first or last. So maybe GOR, something like this. And with an S somehow, I don't know. Or an N. Or we could do Norse. I mean, it's possible you have 2 E's. Let's go with that. Oh, that's not on the word list. Oh, I just don't know what's good. What's good to guess? I can't think of anything with letters that we want to find new places for. No. Oh, you know what's perfect is oh, but the G, I was gonna say Anglo is perfect because it checks the L, but the G is in the same place. Well, we could do Anglo. We could also do gonad. That's the A is in the same place. I feel like I want to find the G more than the A. Okay. Oh, what? Wait, what? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, I was wondering what this word was. Better. Better. Okay. So the G is second or fifth. If the G were second, it couldn't be WG. So it would have to be WO. WOE, I don't think works. So, oh, worst. Worst is possible. Worst is possible. If we do worst, then we would have GA N and E. The E is there, but oh, I said the A and the O. Yeah, the E actually can be third. Why did I say none of the vowels could be third? All right. Well, anyways, it could be ENG, but you would have, if it was worst, you'd have ENG. You'd have A, ENG, basically. It's weird. Better. Okay, so we've got so many yellow letters. It makes it really hard to sort it out. So there's a G second or fifth. There's an A first or fifth. There's an R first, third, or fourth. And there's an N first, second, or fourth. So if the G or the A... Okay, here's the thing to think about. There's an L. It's possible. I was gonna say either the A or the G has to be at the end, but that's not necessarily true. You can have an A first and a G second. If you did A first, G second, the N would be fourth. The R would be fourth. And it's not going to be WG, so it would have to be AG. You do agent. Agent is interesting. And then you'd have WO... R here or R here. Agent WO. You've got to have R and S. We can't do worst if you do agent. Works? Agent and works is possible. I don't know how that would fit with better. But the two words haven't always connected with the starting word recently. I don't know. I'm gonna try agent. Okay. So we've got the W and the O. There's an R, third or fourth, and there's an S. Works is possible. Otherwise, I mean, what else could be with the S? And this needs to be an E or a T, which we can't do. And otherwise, the R is here. It can't be SR, so it would have to be RS. And I think works is the only thing that works. There we go. I'm not sure how agent and works connect with better. But there's your AI image. All right, there we go. Well, I got it. I'm not sure how it connects, and it was interesting how we had the starting word was long. I haven't seen that before. I don't know. Okay, well, solved it anyways, even if it was a bit of a struggle. So let me know how your solve went, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more.